Right. So here we are. And we're going to start from seated position. Whoops. Somebody just join. From seated position, remember that you can always modify, depends how you feel, uh, how your hips feel, how your spine feels, how your knee feels. You are have the chance to modify your position. This is Sukhasana, easy pose, leg cross. You don't have to do that. You can have your feet in front of you if you have knee issues. The plan is to be able to be seated comfortably without fighting with any parts of your body. That can be the spine, the shoulders, the hips, the knees. And then we'll bring the shoulders up to the ears and slowly releasing back and down. Hands to your thighs and knees. Instead of having your elbows out, so to avoid tension in the shoulders, we'll bring the elbows by the rib cage and we lift from the heart center and bring the chin slightly back and then towards the chest. You can close your eyes here. You can have your eyes partially open with the gaze towards the floor if you prefer that. We're going to take the time here to bring the awareness to the here now through the body, through the mind, and through the breath. Just notice how your body feels. Again, take your time to modify so you are comfortable and relaxed. We're going to take the moment to notice where the breath is today. In other ways, if you feel the breath a little bit fast at this moment, we'll try to slow down the breath and we'll be observing the movement of the breath within the body. All those different places where you can experience your breath. You can feel the movement of the breath through your nostrils, your throat, your chest, even the spine. Every time you inhale, you can notice that the spine moves up a little bit, not too much, it's just very subtle movement. You can feel the gentle elevation of the shoulders with every inhale. Again, very subtle. And you can experience your belly as you breathe in and out. Every time you take an inhalation, the belly moves out. And every time as you exhale, the belly drops into the spine. Just notice the breath, notice the body, how you feel the breath in the body. It's a way to anchor our attention, body and breath, breath and body. And now gradually allow the breath to become a little bit longer than your normal breathing pattern. In other words, you're going to slowly allow the breath to become deeper with control. Slow down the breath, slowing down the mind. It's a good moment if you like to engage with Ujjayi breathing practice, controlling the flow of the air moving in and out. Releasing the hands down by your hips and guiding the shoulders up to the ears, back and down, up to the ears, forward, down, and back. Opposite direction, up to the ears, back and down, up, forward, down, and back. A few more rounds at your own rhythm, loosening up the shoulders, relaxing any tension, mobilizing the shoulder blades, moving gently the front of those muscles in the chest. And then slowly release. And then with the next inhale, bring the right arm up to the side, shoulder height. Exhale, release the right hand as you lower the left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale, neutral neck, arm to T. Exhale, lower. Same direction, keep moving at your own rhythm, linking the breath with the movement. Couple more rounds. And then when you lower your right hand down, keep your left ear down to your left shoulder. And with your left hand, reach out, flex the elbow, place your left hand down to your right ear, and then guide the left ear a little bit closer to your left shoulder. Keep dropping the right shoulder down, close your eyes, feel the breath, feel the stretching on the right side of your neck. This is a lateral stretch. Keep the breath moving long and deep through the nostrils. And slowly let go, head back through center. Your left hand goes down, both shoulders up, back and down. Keep your right hand down. Inhale, left arm goes up to shoulder height. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, head back to neutral, arm to T. Exhale, hand down, ear to your shoulder, and back through center. And keep moving your neck and your arm with the breath. Couple more rounds. And next time, lower the left hand down, keep the right ear to your right shoulder. Now the right arm goes to the side, flex the elbow, place your right hand to your left ear, and then as you exhale, the right ear moves a little bit deeper down towards your right shoulder. Feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. Breathing in and out. And release. The head returns back to neutral position. Lower the right hand down, both shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, arms to the side, up and overhead. Flex the elbows, interlace the fingers, place the hands to the back of the head. Elbows in, keep the spine upright, and then the chin goes to your sternum. Keep the breath flowing in control. And slowly bring the elbows out. Keep the hands to the back of your head. And exhale, guide the right elbow towards the floor. Keep your left hip down. Inhale through center. Exhale, left elbow goes to the mat. And back through center. Exhale, right elbow now. Move the spine to the right. Inhale through center, elbows out. And the left elbow goes towards the left. back through center. 2 more rounds. Exhale, right elbow towards the floor. Back through center. Last one. Left elbow towards the floor. Back through center. Release the hands. Bring the arms out to the side towards the floor. Shoulders up, back and down. Hands to your thighs. Inhale, chin up. Rotate the head to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. To the right, to the chest. Left and up. Same direction. Keep moving the neck. And going into the opposite direction. And slowly return back to neutral position. Bring the hands behind you and do the crossing of the legs. Have the feet wider than the hips. Move the hips from side to side. Some hip movements, legs. And return back to the center. Bring the sole of the feet together. Have some room between your heels and your pelvic floor. Holding from the ankles, straighten the spine. Round the spine as you bring the elbows out and then draw the chin to your chest. Hold the position here. Crown of the head pointing towards the floor, stretching the spine from the neck down to the sacrum. Release any tension on the back of your hips, outside of the hips. Release your inner thighs. Relax and breathe as you round and stretch. And inhale, slowly return back to neutral position. Bring the thighs and the knees together. Extend the legs in front of you with the feet slightly separated. Hands behind you for support. And bring the toes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Now bring the sole of the feet together again. Bring the heels now closer to your pelvic floor, holding from the top of the feet. Elbows in, lift the chest. Inhale, lift the chin up. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Inhale, chin up and towards the chest. A little bit more of neck movement. And return the head back to neutral. Have your hands again behind you for support and bring the legs slightly separate, but with legs extended, not all the way out. We're still warming up the body. So from here, lift the spine, lift the knees off the mat, and then press down. Keep the feet flexed, knee off, and then press. Flex the knee slightly off, out of the mat, and then press, up, press, up, press, and then bring the legs a little bit wider. Take a nice inhale, lift from the chest, knees up, and then gently press against the floor. Knees up, press, up, press. 2 more times. Gently stretching the back line of the legs. Keep the spine lifted, and then bend the knees with some windshield wiper movement again. Moving the legs from side to side. And let's drop the legs to one side and let's come to tabletop position. Remember to protect your knee with your mat, with your blanket or your towel. And we're going to have the knees wider than the hips. Big toes touching, wrist under the shoulders, and then move the hips towards the heels to Balasana Child's Pose with wide knees. Relax your forearms, elbows towards the floor. Place the hands stacked one on top of the other one and rest your forehead down to your hands. Take a moment here with Child's Pose and having the legs wider, we allow the belly to balloon out with inhale. Exhale, belly goes in. Inhale, ballooning out. Deep exhale, long exhalation, move the air out. Add your own rhythm, few more rounds like that. Breathing deep and long, moving the belly with the breath. And from here, lift the head just slightly off the mat and then walk your hands to your left side. Let's have some lateral stretch of the torso. Right hand on top of your left hand. Forearms, elbows down. Relax the forehead towards the floor. And again, big, long breath. Slow down the breath. And lifting the head just slightly off the mat, walking the hands and the torso towards the right side, placing left hand on top of your right, forearms, elbows down, release and breathe as you stretch the left side of the torso. Moving back through center. Let's come back to tabletop position. And then from here, keep the knees wide. Rotate the fingers towards them to the back of the mat. And we're going to move the hips slightly back and feel the stretch in the posterior part of your forearms and your wrist and forward. Rocking back and forward. You don't have to go too far back to feel the stretch on your wrist and the posterior part of your forearm. Then release, rotate the fingers to the front of the mat, and then move the spine as you round like an angry cat, and move the hips towards the hips, and relax your forearms, elbows, and coming back to child's pose. Belly breathing. Have your breath moving long and deep, stretching the spine, opening those hips as you move the breath long and steady. We're going inward today. We're taking the time to appreciate how beneficial the breath is to slow down the mind as we move through our practice. Slowly inhale, move back to tabletop, wrist under the shoulders. Now have your knees under your knees under the hips. And from here, inhale, press your left hand, open, twist to the right. And exhale, the right arm goes under your left arm. Right shoulder goes down, right side of the face goes down. You can wrap the arm behind your back if that feels fine for you today. Or you can just place the left elbow and forearm down towards the floor. Whatever works for you, holding position. Close your eyes and go back to your deep breath. Now, wherever you have your hands, either to the floor or the back, bring them up to the sky, and then the hand goes to the front of your yoga mat. Coming to your fingertips and lift and move the left shoulder back and down. Hold and breathe. And bring the arm back. Place your left hand under your left shoulder and do the twist tabletop position. Place the weight on your right hand, open and twist to the left. And exhale now, the left arm goes under your right arm. Left shoulder goes towards the floor, left side of the face down towards the mat. You can wrap the arm behind your back or keep the forearm down towards the floor. Hold and deep breathing. Bring the arm up to the ceiling and place the fingertips to the front of the mat, and the right shoulder moves back and down. Nice, easy breathing. Slowly place the right hand under the right shoulder. Press and do the twist. Let's come to tabletop, moving the spine into cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale long and deep as you come into angry cat. Nice controlled inhalation. Drop the belly down. Look forward. Exhale long and deep. Round the spine into cat. At your own rhythm, moving the spine into flexion and extension. Couple more rounds. And let's move to child's pose, sinking the hips towards the heels. Bring the arms down by your side now. Relax the forehead towards the floor or towards the block if you cannot reach the mat with your forehead. Relax your elbows. Palms are facing up. Take a moment and breathe. And lift the head, lift the chest. Take the blanket from your mat and let's come to Buddha pose. My case, I'm going to go first to my right side and we're protecting our head as we hold with your right hand. So your right elbow is flexed. Bend the knees and pick up the heels so you can touch the heels with your hands. Make sure your heels are aligned with your hips. Let's move slowly the hips as we keep the feet together. The knee goes up and exhale, bring the knee to touch your right knee. Inhale, open and exhale, close. Moving slowly. Be aware of that hip joint. Inhaling as you open, exhale as you close. Gentle movement on the hip joint. With the next exhale, we drop the left knee to touch your right knee. Keep knees together. Now the top foot come up and then lower to your right foot. Inhale and exhale. It's very subtle movement, but you can feel if you touch the outside of the hips, the movement right there. Move with the breath, with attention and intention. And then we're going to bring the left knee towards the chest and extend the left leg forward. Kick, flex the knee slightly. Inhale, straighten your left leg and kick through the left heel. Flex your knee. Inhale, straighten. Flex. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex. Inhale, straighten. Flex, bring the thigh into the chest. Grab your big toes with your peace finger and we're going to extend the leg up to the sky. Flex the knee. Inhale, straighten and flex. Slow down the movement with the breath. Breath control. Movement control. Couple more rounds. And flex and release. Both knees together, hands towards the floor to press. Lift the torso gently. Walk your hands, coming to seated position, and then we're moving to Buddha pose on my case in my left side. Protect your head, holding your head, knees together, pick up the heels, make sure they're aligned with your hips, and let's begin with clamshell. Feet together, and with inhale, the top knee comes up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up and down. At your own rhythm, linking the breath with the movement. Control the movement and the speed of your breath so you can be in tune with the speed of your movement. Couple more rounds. Now both knees together, top foot comes up, and exhale, you release. Inhale, lift, and lower. Inhale, up, and down. At your own rhythm, linking the breath with the movement. Control the movement and the speed of your breath so you can be in tune with the speed of your movement. Couple more rounds. Now both knees together, top foot comes up, and exhale, you release. Inhale, lift, and lower. Keep moving. And let go. Right knee comes to the front, and the right foot, the right leg is parallel to the floor. Extend and press through the heel. Flex the knee with exhale. Inhale, straighten and flex. Inhale, straighten, flex, straighten, flex. Couple more rounds. And flex, bring the thigh in, grab the big toes with the peace finger, extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, flex the knee. Inhale, straighten and flex. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex. 2 more rounds. Flex the knee and slowly lower the knees together. Hands toward the floor. Walk your hands slowly. And let's come to a seated position. Sitting back on your blanket. Make sure you're sitting on the edge of the blanket. From here, extend the left leg forward. Right knee is bent. Cross the right foot over your left leg. Hug your right thigh into the chest with your left arm. And we're going to extend the right arm up to the sky to twist and look over to your right shoulder. Hold in position. Breathing in and out. And as you lift the spine with every inhalation, you guide with every exhale the right knee closer to your left shoulder. So you can feel the stretch on the IT band and the outside of your right hip. Inhaling and exhaling. And this seated twist, the twist is happening from the waist up, and we guide the right shoulder back. Take a nice inhale and do the twist. Keep the right foot where it is. Twist to the left. Right hand goes down to your right foot, left hand behind you again. Lift the chest, look over to your left shoulder, holding position. The breath is moving. Inhale, return the spine back to the center, so the head, and then across the right leg over to your left leg. From here, bring both arms overhead, and then lengthen the spine forward, lower the hands towards the feet or towards the chin, whatever you can reach, and then release the chin to your chest. Relax shoulders back and down. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Bring the hands behind you. Flex the right foot, the right knee, and then bring the right knee out. The right foot is touching the inner thigh of your left leg. This is Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, arms overhead, reaching through the fingertips, nylon spine, shoulders back and down, chin in, and then slowly exhale with control as you lower the spine towards your left leg. Then lower the feet, the hands to your feet, to your floor, whatever you can reach. Relax your neck, draw the chin into your chest. This is an asymmetrical stretch. We use the breath. We slow down the breath to allow the muscles to let go, to come into the parasympathetic system, to slow down, to not rush. There's no tiger in the room. You keep breathing, we keep stretching and going deeper into the stretch. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. Arms forward by your ears. Lift the chest, lift the spine, bring the arms overhead. Relax the hands towards the floor, shoulders up, back, and down. Now, time to extend the right leg forward, flex the left knee, cross the left foot over to your right leg. Hug your left knee with your right arm, lift the chest, left arm goes up to the sky, and as you exhale, twist to the left. Lower the left hand behind you, look over to your left shoulder, hold in position. Again, the stretch is happening, the twist is happening from the waist up. Slowly inhale, return back through center, and as you exhale, twist to the opposite side. Left hand goes down to your left foot, right hand behind you, lift the chest, and then rotate the head, look over to right shoulder. Hold in position and breathe. Take a nice inhale, exhale, and do the twist. Cross your left leg over to your right leg. Bring the arms forward and up, and then slowly move the spine to the legs, hands to your feet or to your shins, shoulders back and down, and just pause here in this flexion. Chin stays into the chest. Feel the stretch of the spine and the back line of both legs. And lift the head, lift the chest, flex your left knee down. The left foot comes to the inner part of your right thigh. So press through the back line of the leg, arms overhead, nice long spine. Draw the chin in as you reach with the spine forward. Exhale, you let go the hands to your foot, to the shin, whatever you need, and then relax the forehead towards your knee. This is Janushirasana, head to knee pose. Asymmetrical stretch now, the opposite side. And slowly lift the head, chest, arms forward, lengthening the spine to return back to neutral position, hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Place both hands behind you for support. Extend your left leg forward. So now you are with both legs extended. And again, sit in the edge of your blanket or your towel. We're coming to Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Arms up, overhead, reaching through the fingertips. Draw the chin in. You move the spine forward, and then you lengthening as you exhale. You lower hands towards your feet, to your shins, whatever you can reach. Shoulders back and down. Back to that deep controlled breath. Slow down the inhales. Slow down the exhales. Now bring the arms forward, palms facing to each other. Engage the core to bring the spine back to neutral. And exhale, arms out, down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down. Hands behind you, flex the knee, separate the feet wider than your hips. Some windshield wiper movement after holding in position. Bring some movement to the hips. Dropping the legs to one side. Now have your block handy here, and let's come to tabletop position. So the block is to modify when we come into pigeon pose. Holding in position, we're going to have from tabletop, your left leg goes back and up, flex your left knee, and then bring the left knee towards your left wrist. Flex your left foot to protect your left knee. Your right leg is nice and long behind you. If you are leaning to the left, we want to have the hips facing forward, so the block hand handy to place and support that left hip. Wrist under the shoulders, nice long spine. And when you're ready, slowly walk your hands to the front, elbows out, forehead towards your hands, and relax your chest, your shoulders as you hold in position, but noticing the movement of the breath. And inhale, slowly lift the head off the floor, walk your hands to lift the chest, bring your left knee back, both knees to get even into tabletop. Now the right leg goes back and up, flex your right knee, bring the right knee to your right wrist, extend your left leg behind you, top of the feet flat on the mat. See if you need to modify and place the block under your right hip. Now when you have both hips even, lift the chest and then walk your hands to the front, releasing and melting down the chest towards the floor. Lift hands under the shoulders to pick up the head, the chest. Bring the right knee to meet your left knee, tabletop. Drop the hips to the heels. Bring the legs forward. And let's come to the front of the mat. With the feet wide as the hips, knees bent. Place your blanket on the opposite side of your mat. So we're going to go down towards the floor, chin slightly into the chest, and then slowly rounding the spine in control. We lay one vertebra at a time towards the floor. Chin slightly tucked into your chest. Guide the heels so they are right under the knees and your feet are wide as your hips. Take a moment, hands to your belly, elbows out, belly breathing. Place your left foot on top of your right thigh, figure four, holding from the hamstrings with both hands or the shin with both hands. Keep both hips even again, chin slightly tucked in. Watch your breath. Lower the right foot down. And let's come into half happy baby. Your left knee is bent. Bring the thigh outside of your rib cage, holding from the outside of the foot or the ankle, and just keep both hips even down. Close your eyes, deepen the breath again. And release left foot down with the left knee bent. Time to place the right foot on top of your left thigh, figure four now, holding the hamstrings with your hands or the shin. Keep both hips even and breathe long and steady. Left foot goes down, half happy baby now with the right leg. Holding the outside of the right foot of the ankle, guide the thigh outside of your rib cage, and then relax and breathe here with your half happy baby. Now the left foot comes up and we have the full happy baby. Hold and breathe. Release the feet, arms out in T position, palm facing down. Knees over the hips, heels in line with your knees, 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhalation. And as we exhale slowly, twist to the left in control as we lower both legs in the twist. Bring the left hand to your right knee to guide the right knee closer to the left. Pick up the head and turn over to your right shoulder. Hold and breathe. This is Jatara Paravriti. Control the breath. Slow down the inhales and the exhales. Going deeper into the twist. Bring the arm out to the side in T. Engage the core. Bring both legs back through center. Lower the feet down. Pick up the pelvis, hips into bridge to align the spine. Exhale slowly. Lower your bridge down. Feet off the mat, find a 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhale and exhale, twist to the right into your twist. Hold and breathe. With your right hand, guide the left knee closer to your right to deepen the twist. Look over to left shoulder. Arms to the side, engage the core. Slowly inhale, both legs are coming back through center. Feet down again with the knees bent. Pick up the pelvis into bridge, lift the pelvis, and then slowly lower your bridge down, 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 down. Now hug yourself, bring the thighs into the chest, flatten the lower back, rock from side to side if you like. And then feet down, walk your feet wide as your mat. Arms out in T position, palms facing up. Take a nice inhale and then exhale. Do some windshield wiper, moving the head in the opposite direction where your legs are going. Drop the legs to one side, hold, and breathe. Head and legs back through center. Drop the legs to the opposite side. Hold and breathe. Bring both legs and head back through center. Bring the thighs into the chest. Hug them tight, tight, tight. And then extend the legs up to the sky. Flex and point the feet. Mobilizing the ankles. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Rotating the feet in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. Slowly open the legs out to the side and slowly bring the legs together. A little bit more movement. Open the legs out in a V. Slowly bring the legs together. One more time. Open the legs in a V. Bring the thighs and the feet together. Hug yourself. Tighten the ball. Stretch your lower back. Draw the chin in. Pick up the head off the mat. Draw the chin into your chest. Exhale, release head down. Rock your head from side to side. Keep hugging yourself, stretching your lumbar spine. Slowly bring the head back through center. Lower the feet towards the floor. Extend the right leg to the right corner of the mat. Turn the right foot out. Extend the left leg to the left corner of the mat and turn the left foot out. Bring the arms somewhere in between hips and shoulders, making the adjustment you need in your upper spine between your shoulder blades. Take a nice inhale. Side out. Again. Side out. One more. Welcome now to your last pose. This is your Shavasana. Time letting go. I'm going to, as you stay relax in the position, I'm going to guide you through some relaxation. And this relaxation has, again, the quality of the deep, deep breath. So as you're lying down in your back, palms facing up, eyes closed, bring the attention to the sole of the feet. And with your next inhale, move the breath and visualize your breath moving from the sole of the feet up to the knees, slowly up to the knees. And exhale, move the breath, the exhalation back to the sole of feet. Deepening the breath from the sole of the feet up to the hips. The inhale goes. And you exhale in control. You move the exhalation all the way down to the sole of the feet. Deepening the inhale from the sole of the feet up to the belly. Move this exhalation with control from the belly down to the sole of the feet. Move the inhale slowly, going all the way up to your chest. You exhale slowly from the chest down to the sole of the feet. Inhale slow and deep all the way up to your throat. Exhale, move slow the exhalation from the throat down to the sole of the feet. Move the inhale slow in control all the way up to the crown of the head. Slow down the exhale from the crown of the head down to the sole of the feet. Move the inhale all the way from the sole of the feet to the throat. Going down to the sole of the feet, moving the exhale slowly from the throat down to the sole of the feet. Inhale, slow down the inhale from the sole of the feet to the chest. Exhale from the chest down to the sole of the feet. Inhale, slowly move the inhale up to the belly. Exhale from the belly, slow the exhale down to the sole of the feet. Inhale from the sole of the feet up to the hips. Exhale slowly to the sole of the feet. Inhale up to your knees. Slowly exhale down to the sole of the feet and hold it there. Peaceful breathing, letting go any tension in the body, all the way down to the feet. Let go the breath. Relax the body. And just breathe. Very slowly, please. Begin to bring some movement back to your body as you slowly move your head and your neck from side to side. Wiggling toes and fingers, moving your wrists and ankles. Everything soft, releasing and relaxing. With your next inhale, slowly, arms are coming overhead and you are reaching through your fingertips as you point the toes, creating space in between each vertebrae. Take a nice deep inhale. And slowly exhale, bend the knees, hug yourself, and slowly roll over to one side. Taking the time, please don't rush. We get together, seated, the way we started the practice, finding a comfortable seated position, modify if you need to. Keeping the spine upright, shoulders soft. So are the muscles of your face, your lips, and your jaw. Your eyes are closed or partially open with the gaze towards the floor. We're going to work one more time in lengthening the breath, going back to Ujjayi breathing, or just allow the breath to be longer than normal. Breath control. Go and feel your breath to slow down. Take your time. And slowly return to your regular breathing pattern. No more lengthening of the breath, but just keep checking in how your breathing pattern feels like. And bring the hands close to the heart center. This is Anjali Mudra. And take the moment here after this hour together and this session of moving slowly, holding in position, being aware of the breath, how your mind feels at this moment. Does the mind feel peaceful, still, relaxed, at ease? If the answer is yes, I invite you to try to do your best to keep this feeling of stillness and peace in the mind a little bit longer after this session is over. Like not trying to rush onto the next task. Take your time. Appreciate and experience the mind being quiet, in control. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we are asking here for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. The peace we all need in our hearts, in our minds, as we go through our lives. The peace we all need as we encounter difficulties in our daily lives. And asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace out in the world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.